Christine Quinn went on Call Her Daddy and revealed a lot of details about the Selling Sunset past season, about where she stands in Selling Sunset. Basically, we're realizing that we are getting duped again, and this is just another reboot of The Hills.
Yeah, it has felt that way, and I definitely have been feeling like the show has gotten more and more contrived as the seasons have gone on. And when we did our live show in Scottsdale and we were talking about the show, I was like, I think this is the fakest reality show on TV. And I was like, do you guys agree? And like everyone agreed. So it's not like people don't realize it. And how dumb do they think we are? Like, the show was created by the same guy who created The Hills, and The Hills was fake as fuck.
I mean, the vision of Kristen Cavallari driving away, then turning her car back around, and the green screen being revealed behind Brody Jenner will never leave my brain. It's engraved in there forever. Sometimes I go back and watch it just to cry. Yeah. And we know that the whole thing, or majority of it, was scripted, fake, things were planned, not always as they seemed. I mean, even Spencer went back on TikTok recently. It was going through all the different scenes and scenarios, being like, they told us to do this, the creator told us to do this, producers told us to do this. So it's not shocking while watching Selling Sunset. Also, if you've seen on Twitter the thread of them fake talking on the phone, fake using their computer, it's hilarious that I just don't understand how people can live their lives so fake but portrayed as real, right? Like, how are you okay with a fake storyline being out there where people think it's real?
Yeah.
I feel like that would cause madness in my brain of who I really am.
Yeah. And I will say, like, I do believe a lot of what Christine is saying when it comes to the show. I don't know if I believe everything, because I do think she clearly has some very strained relationships with a lot of these people. And regardless of the show or not, there's a reason for that. But when it comes to the actual production of the show, totally makes sense. You know, redoing scenes and making sure things are set up right. And she's like, come on, guys. Like, we have our location set 2 weeks in advance. Like, you think I'm showing up to a house where I forgot my keys to the house when we've had to have the camera crew and the spot lined up and like everything lined up for weeks to like all make sure that we're there? Like, there's so many things. She said normally she has like 3 or 4 different outfits packed in her car, and she drives from different things, and like she'll put her hair up or her hair down, and then there'll be like continuity things. And, you know, she did talk about the fake pregnancy rumors because of how the show was edited. When she was doing yoga, it looked like they were like, how could she have just had an emergency C-section and now she's like standing on her head? And it's just like, it just was out of order. Like, they cut it so that you couldn't see that I was still pregnant in those times. And she said she knew she was going to be the villain. She went into it like that. She's herself, but like, she's also a character. She knows that, and she knows that, you know, she's trying to make the best TV, and she gets paid in the top tier. She said there's 3 tiers. She's in the top tier because she's got a better lawyer than everybody else.
So now that she's revealed all these things, how is she able to just go back on the show when we all know?
She says she might get sued, but that the production company can't afford her lawyers. So
shit. She must have a lot of money where she's confident that if she gets sued, she could pay it off.
Yeah. She talked about her early years. You know, she only has an 8th grade education. She dropped out of school. She had a sugar daddy for a while, that she talked about. And then, you know, she had been working at the Oppenheim Group for a while, years, before they all auditioned to do this show, because she said they had that big billboard for the Oppenheim Group. And I think if I can remember correctly, she did say like it was Adam DeVella who like saw the billboard and was like, who are these tall, stunning Amazonian like women that are running this brokerage with these 2 small bald men on this billboard? Like, I need to know more about what's going on. And that like kind of is what started this show. But also, it seems like Adam DeVella, real bad guy. real creep. Like she said, there's been multiple complaints made against him. He can't even be like on set because people have complained about him. She said personally, they've gotten into fights and he told her to fall down a flight, like fall downstairs and kill yourself. Like really scary, gross shit. She said back in the day, like Heidi had filed complaints against him.
So why are these people allowed to still like be able to create TV shows and stuff when there's so many complaints? They just have a lot of money.
Money and power and connections. Like it's pathetic.
Sad.
Yeah. And so like he owns the production company that makes Selling Sunset. So
that is sad. That's why it's just like, just get out, Christine. You know?
I know. But she says she's going to do another season. Said it will maybe be like the warring brokerages because now she has her own. She's left the O Group. She's in her own.
Well, now that she's top tier. Wow, it's kind of like Dance Moms when they would like there were a couple of times where the dancers would go check out a different group and stay with Abby Lee Miller.
Exactly. The money of it is very interesting because you did say at first all the women agreed like let's go into this equal, and they all kind of hired. It seemed like they all kind of hired the same entertainment lawyer. They all had similar entertainment lawyers, and Christine hired her own lawyer, and they had all like agreed that they were gonna be like equals in this. And then when the first like contract came across people's desks, there were some people that were just like really eager to sign it, and they signed it. And she like, I don't know, she fought. She said she knew her worth. She got more money. She said she gets paid like what Jason gets paid. So
well, she is the talk of the whole season. So
I mean, there is quite literally no show without her. Yeah. As much as like she is loved or hated, whatever it is, you need a Christine on a show like that, or else like what's going on? Like
it would be painfully boring.
It would be so boring. So yeah, they're gonna have to keep her if they're gonna continue making stories. But it was very interesting, and I was shocked by how she just let it all fly. And only at one point she was like, I might get sued for this, but it is what it is.
I appreciate that, honestly.
I know. She really aired it all out.